Tim and Tristan Reeves then dropping down onto the grid. Second position, there are our pole sitters, Tero Mannanen, alongside the race one or the sprint winners, of course, Tim and Tristan Reeves. And at number 2 alongside them, it's Mr. Van Gils. But Ian's on his way down with his microphone.
Tim, final race of the season. Sum up how you feel it's gone for you.
Yeah, it couldn't have been better, really, could it? 3 world champion, yeah, spot on. Yeah, just hope we can have a good win here and finish the season on a high. And we've got to try and get some money together to run a team for next year, obviously, without a ride next year. So hopefully we need the win to set us off in a good mood for the winter. So, yeah, be all right.
So a bit of stunning news there that Dave Roberts not intending to run a team next year. So the World Champions looking for sponsorship. Those out there that are interested in, well, as you can see, plenty of space on those outfits to put your name. Crowd, got a good crowd turned out, as you can see. Here we go, the gold race gets underway, 22 laps. Who, I have to ask, as Ian comes rushing back into the commentary box, will win this one, or who's going to get through the first corner? That could be Stuart Muldoon.
Oh yeah, that was a bit tight into that first corner, but they all seem to have got away with it this time. Andy Laidlow, I just saw, well, there is Andy Laidlow, close up behind Steve Norbury and Scott Parnell.
Well, at least he got past the first corner this time.
Yeah, fantastic shots through this tricky section. They're just spinning and just trying to get some drive out of these machines, and they're just wheel spinning all over the place. Trying on the inside, trying on the outside, back to the inside, and well, just as long as he doesn't try over the top, really.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a rather good idea. Who's out front? Well, that looks... No, there is Reevesy. Looks like the number 5 outfit that's in the lead at the moment.
Yeah, Tim and Tristan didn't seem to get a good start. We go back now looking at Andy Laidlow, and he went, well, that's Steve Norbury slipping up the inside of Tom Hanks and Phil Biggs. So, Hanks just getting a look at the wobble he was getting on through that fast left-hander there. Well, that's Norbury up another place, and now Andy Laidlow's got to find his way past Tom Hanks. But up the front, it was the number 5 machine of Pekka Pivarinta and Peter Wall. I was about to say, Reeves, he made a bit of a hash of the start and found himself down in about 4th position, I think. Hanks, that cold, maybe cold tyres, I think.
If the thing had a petrol tank in front of him, you'd say that was giving him a tank slapper, wouldn't you? But
look at them 3 abreast coming into this dead stop hairpin. It's Tero Mannanen, big lock up from somebody behind, but the Finns fighting amongst themselves. Mannanen now taking the lead in this 22-lap race. Tim and Tristan Reeves were on board with the new world champions now in 3rd position. Just look at this. I mean, it's such a slow corner, but 200 horsepower trying to go down on the road. And that's the result. You just can't control these machines. You know, if you were an engineering student, you wouldn't design one with 3 wheels like this, but trying to keep them on these racetracks at speeds of 150, 160 miles an hour, and you can just see how much hard work it is.
Well, this is the race now. Can the new world champions reinstate themselves back at the front? I'm fairly sure that that's exactly where they're going to go, within a lap or 2.
Well, Tero Mannanen just pulling away a bit at the front now as they come through this fast right-hand flick and back down the hill. Can Reevesy do anything about Pivarinta and set off after Mannanen? Won't make it round the outside there, I don't think.
Willie. No. Tries the inside this time.
Switching back to the inside. Can he get a run and outbrake Pivarinta? No, not this time around. Taking a wide sweeping line and using a lot of grass as well. Putting Tristan over the grass, getting a run up this steep hill across the start and finish line to start lap 2.
He's going to have a go on the brakes. He's going to have a go. This could end in disaster. And it doesn't. Oh, he's using all the track to keep it on there.
Well, it was a big broadside into that hairpin, wasn't it? And making the outfit as wide as possible so Pivarinta couldn't fight back. But now, clear track in front to Mannanen. Look at the black lines. And that's coming off the sidecar tyre, so that shows you how much they're pushing these machines.
Well, you don't have to worry about conserving tyres for the next round now. This is the last round of the season, the last race. It's all let it hang out and to hell with it. We've got winter to rebuild the outfits and to find some money for some tyres.
So, Tero Mannanen and Pekka Koismanen pole position, leading the race at the moment. Billy Gauros chasing after Pivarinta in 4th, a replay of the first race. Martin and Tony Van Gils, they got away better in this one. and they're chasing Sebastian Delanoy and Nicholas Biddle. So obviously they kept it on the island first time around, and they're now showing in the top 5.
Oh, comes Stuart Muldoon. He's on a mission as well.
Looked like Muldoon was having a bit of a dive bomb under Billy Galros there, didn't it? But
yeah.
Van Gils, flames spitting out the side, and we're back with Steve Norbury, Tom Hanks and Phil Biggs. Well, I'm sure Scott Parnell could feel the front of that machine as they dive up the inside into the final corner. Have they got through? Well, we'll have to wait and see now. Reeves is going through.
Oh, side by side. Oh, sticks it back on him again. No messing around.
Well, world champions or not, Taro Mannanen didn't give a flying fin there, did he?
Definitely not. Reeves will be saying, OK, you want to play it that way? Coming up next, episode 3, I think. And Tristan looks behind to see who's in 3rd place.
Well, here it is, Tim and Tristan just late on the brakes into the hairpin, just locked the back wheel up. That was the problem. Ran a little bit wide, tried to broadside it, couldn't shut the door on Mannanen, and Mannanen just kept it nailed and said, I'm coming through, whatever you think.
Here we go again. This time we're on board with Tim and Tristan Reeves chasing Taro Mannanen. Well, this is going to be a breathtaking little lap or two, I think.
Well, he's got to run on him out of the corner, and
here he comes. This time it's clean. Or is it?
Just about had to really stop the machine quick there, and but he was up the inside. Mannanen had nowhere to go.
Except, of course, on the grass.
Back.
Yep. Let's not rule out the man that's in 3rd place at the moment, because he's closed up on these two while they've been scrapping amongst themselves. Look at the crowd diving from fence to fence. That's how exciting sidecar racing is when it's like this. It certainly is spectacular stuff. Look at the crowd, it's phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah, fantastic turnout for this final race, and the weather's obviously helped that. And here we are on board again with Steve Norbury and Scott Parnell.
And they pulled a gap, I think, over, well, that's got to,
I think,
Tom Hanks behind.
No, I think that's actually Mike Rosher and Adolf Harney,
okay.
Tom Hanks' team leaders. So Hanks has gone by. There is Delanoy and Biddle. And what are they, in 6th position? Well, there's the leader, Tim and Tristan Reeves. Number 88, Mannanen 2nd. Galros and Johnny Briggs in 4th position behind Pivarinta. And that looked like Muldoon and Cox in 5th. So Delanoy in 6th, Martin and Tony Van Gils in 7th.
But the lead in the hands of the world champions. Tim and Tristan Reeves, 2nd and 3rd, and here comes Stuart Muldoon.
Well, had the door firmly shut on him there, didn't he? But that is the racing line that Billy Galros is on. Did Muldoon get a run? Not quite, trying a different line.
It's cut up the inside of him, I think.
Yeah, trying a wide line to keep the speed up through that corner. Has it worked? Well, no, he's coming under attack from Delanoy now.
Yeah, Delanoy said, you move over, you make the space and I'll take it, thank you.
Well, you've got to be brave to outbrake Stuart Muldoon, and, well, I'm sure there was a nudge there.
I think Muldoon's about to get croissant.
Well, there's the other French pairing of Jean and Gregory Clues on that Zone Rouge LCR Suzuki. They've had a good season, they've enjoyed themselves, and hopefully we'll see them back next year as well.
Oh, we're hoping we'll see the world champions back, because the team is about to, as they say, close down. So Dave Roberts, after the illness that he suffered this year, the problems that he's had, is deciding, I think he wants to take very much back seat. But let's hope the two lads can pick up the right kind of sponsorship so they can continue to race, because it would be a crying shame if that wasn't to happen.
Yeah, for sure. It will be a shame, big shame to see the team Roberts set up disappear from the paddock.
Where's he going?
Desperately hard to get past Galros. Obviously just kept it nailed through that right-hander. And
if that grass had been wet, that would have been a different story.
Well, I don't think Stuart would have cared, would
no,
he?
He's
self-proclaimed rainmeister. So, you know, grass, tarmac, curb, doesn't really matter, does it?
Not to a Scotsman, no.
But that's allowed Delanoy to close back up on Muldoon and let Billy Galros get away. So fastest lap again, and another couple of tenths quicker. Well, behind there is Delanoy getting past Stuart Muldoon. Said that earlier wide line and cost him a bit of time. There is Adolf Haney with driver Mike Rocher right up behind Steve Norbury and Scott Parnell.
Well, here we are again, back on board with Norbury and Parnell. Of course, Steve Norbury, the driver, Scott Parnell, the passenger. We're looking over his shoulder now at Mike Rocher behind on the 55 outfit. They've had a pretty wretched season as well, haven't they?
Well, it's been an up and down year for the German-Swiss pairing, hasn't it? But this track they should know quite well. And they're now putting Norbury under a bit of pressure. This is the last time Norbury's going to be riding this machine. It's been sold to Sean and Mark Hegarty in the UK. But it looks like they've gone down behind Mike Rocher and Adolf Haney now. Yeah, clear track behind us. So Rocher and Haney moving up through the field. And Muldoon trying.
He's still at it.
He likes that tight inside line coming down the hill, doesn't he?
Scotland versus Francais. This is going to be an interesting outcome.
So that's third, fourth, fifth and sixth positions all together. Pavarin are just holding that third place at the moment. Muldoon doesn't seem to get that final corner right, and then has to really try and make it up everywhere else, doesn't he?
Yep.
Well, did Pavarin make a mistake there? And that looked like a nudge as well, because Pavarin was third and now he's back in fifth position. 36, Steve Norbury. You say that outfit now sold to Sean and Mark Hegarty. Does that mean we're going to see the two Hegarty twins racing in World Sidecar for next year? Well, that would be an interesting concept, wouldn't it?
I would like to think so, because they're a fairly fiery pair and pretty talented, so...
Meanwhile, Stuart Muldoon chasing after Pekka Pivarinta, Billy Galros and Johnny Briggs holding third position again as they did in the first race. Delanoy is in fourth. Muldoon looked like he was making a run on Pivarinta. Yes. John and Gregory Clues again, they're running in, I think, about 15th position.
Well, here we go again. It's play tag, boys, corner to corner. Muldoon back there, waiting for an opportunity to maybe go grass tracking again. I don't know what he's going to do, but the thing about Stuart, you're never quite sure what he is going to do from corner to corner.
So three abreast. That's Delanoy going into third. Muldoon, he hit, definitely hit Johnny Briggs there. So this is coming into stock car racing, really, isn't it?
Yeah, well, as I said, the season's over after this race. Plenty of time to repair the broken bits.
Yeah, but that contact with Billy Galros did cost Muldoon some time, and he's now coming under pressure from Pavarinta again. So he's got all that work to do once more.
Mike Rocher now with Steve Norbury behind him, so we won't see that picture anymore of our onboard camera that you can see perched on the sidecar outfit there of that 36th man.
So Delanoy and Biddo, they're now in third position ahead of Billy Galros and Johnny Briggs. Remember, they were quick at Assen in the last round, but had that drive-through penalty and lost the possible chance of a podium. But they're in a podium position now.
Well, if I'm right, they got it completely wrong, didn't they? Because they didn't realise what was going on.
Yeah, hopefully somebody's explained the rules this time around,
Yeah.
just in case.
But I have to say, I'm looking forward to next year, because those two really are, I think, a threat to the World Championship.
Yeah, for sure. They came into it at Assen and surprised everybody with the speed that they had, and they've just kept it going here.
Race leaders, Tim and Tristan Reeves, looking for sponsorship for 2006. If anybody's out there, they are the world champions.
Yeah, and they're really streaking away with this race now, aren't they? Putting half a second a lap into Taro Mannanen and Pekka Koismanen. The two Finns hanging on gamely, but this is the battle for fourth position, sorry, because Delanoy, number 91, in third position. This is Galros and Muldoon with Pavarinta, and that's Tom Hanks and Phil Biggs. Well, back on board with Steve Norbury and Scott Parnell. Bit of a lonely ride for them. They're chasing Mike Rocher and Adolf Haney ahead of them, but nobody behind them.
Big empty, expansive circuit.
Yeah, for sure. Did I see a yellow flag in the background there? That looked like somebody's gone off into the gravel. So that looked like a waved yellow flag behind Steve Norbury. Not sure who's gone missing.
Maybe it's Stuart Muldoon.
Well, there is Billy Galros and Johnny Briggs in that fourth position. beautiful yellow machine, and we wait for Pavarinta. And you might be right, there's no sign of the green and black machine of Muldoon.
Yeah.
That's Tom Hanks and Phil Biggs. So, was that yellow flag for Stuart Muldoon? I think it was.
Yeah, well, this time they obviously didn't get away with it.
Yeah, let's just hope Stuart and Mark Cox are okay.
A blade of grass too far.
Well, there's Billy Galros in amongst the back markers. That's Jan Beavers and Gunther Verbrugge. Gunther, the brother of the World Motocross World Champion.
And that is Tom Hanks on the number 11 outfit, and he's on the move.
Yeah, he's caught Pavarinta very quickly now, hasn't he? So that's the 5th position battle. Andy Laidlow there in 6th position, so Laidlow having a better time of it in this second race. And we see Tom Hanks looking for a way past Pavarinta. Really difficult to stop the machine if you're trying to overtake there. It's very easy to run wide on the exit, and it looks like Hanks has run wide. Pavarinta trying up the inside into the final turn. No.
Hanks here holds it on the outside, so, and yes, indeed, he still holds that line, so he comes through.
Yeah, well, it's been great to see Tom and Phil back in the championship. Of course, returned at round 6 and got on the rostrum in round 6 as well. And they were on the rostrum in Holland, so good return. Tim and Tristan in amongst the back markers now, and that looks like Peter Schroeder and Anna Burkhardt in front of them. The Swiss pairing.
Oh, they're not aware of who it is that's behind them, I think.
No, well, it does look like Schroeder's got a wing mirror on that sidecar. It doesn't look like he's using it.
No, not at the moment. He obviously has learnt his driving skills up the M25 in England. Oh, he doesn't want to move, and I don't see a blue flag anywhere, but they just don't seem to want to move, do they? I think there's going to be some angry words.
A little bit of a head shake from Tim and Tristan there, but you're right, there was no blue flags that we could see, so...
He's looking back as if to say, now do you know who I am? I am the world champion, thank you, let me through.
Is he German? So, Tim and Tristan Reeves still leading this race now by 6 seconds, 6 or 7 seconds from Tero Manninen and Pekka Koismanen, and having a comfortable ride at the front of the field. Billy Galros, 4th position. Now he's clear of his pursuers at the moment. Yeah, engine builder John Baker will be very happy with the performance from Billy this weekend. And team boss Adolf Hanny should be happy with the performance of Tom Hanks and Phil Biggs as well.
Yeah, even if their performance hasn't been outstanding, but at least their second outfit has done slightly better, I think.
Norbury and Parnell, yeah. That is, well, thanks, Scott.
Yeah.
Obviously a problem there, so
yeah.
You're telling us?
Yeah, we're out of this one, mate. He could give us an explanation.
I think that was it.
There is sound on the onboard camera. He could sing to us if he wanted to.
Well, Tim and Tristan just out enjoying themselves still, aren't they? Just keep circulating at that near record pace.
Waving the sidecar wheel in the air again.
And the flames spitting out as well, and it's just a fantastic shot from that low down, isn't
Imagine if we had sidecar racing at night time. That would have looked spectacular, wouldn't it?
145 miles an hour breaking into this, well, 35 miles an hour hairpin. As much sliding as you can possibly get to stop the machine into the wiggly bit. There's Manninen. Well, he's keeping Reeves honest. He's not letting him get too far away. 3rd position, Sebastien Delanoy and Nicolas Bidot on that Wick France machine. And hopefully we'll see them back next year. 4th position, Billy Galros. 5th, Tom Hanks and Phil Biggs closing in on the Swedes. And this is the battle for 7th position. Martin and Tony Van Gils and Andy Laidlow. Who's going to get that one?
Andy Laidlow, I think. Leaders, Tim Reeves and Tristan, his brother, working in the chair. As you say, oh, well, we're right.
Yeah,
Andy Laidlow.
Big slides there from Martin and Tony Van Gils. That would suggest the rear tyre not working quite as well as it should do.
How does that advert go? Shake your thing. I think that's exactly what he was doing there.
It's just a copybook performance from Tim and Tristan, isn't it? They've just from the word go, got past everybody after a couple of laps and just got their heads down, pulled away. The only fly was when they got caught behind the back marker for a short time, but they soon put that to rights.
Well, if you're looking for some sponsorship opportunities for next year, there's two boys that will only be too pleased to receive your telephone call.
Well, there's another two in Andy Laidlow and Patrick Farrance ahead of Martin and Tony Van Gils. Tony, ever suffering with his father driving, chasing after Laidlow and Farrance, and they've gone wide. That looked like a mistake, and we're on the final lap, and Tom Hanks and Phil Biggs have got past Billy Galros, but in a...
Burn it up.
Whoa! Let's have some grass as well.
Yeah. There's rules about cutting the circuit, Tom.
That was close, wasn't it?
Yeah. He lit that back tyre up. He was desperately looking for a bit more drive. Here they go again.
Well, that's the back marker, Peter Schroeder, and, well, inadvertently getting in the way of Billy Galros and Tom Hanks there, but providing us with some superb excitement.
Look at Tim bobbing his head up and down. He knows he's got this last race of the year.
Just one more corner to go now for the Team Roberts Racing LCR Suzuki. Through this final bend and up the hill to the checkered flag. Win number 9 for Tim and Tristan Reeves.
Who's going to bring it home in second place then? Is it Mannanen? Yeah, it is.
We wait to see. Third position, was it? Sebastian Delanoy and Nicholas Bideau. And fourth was that battle between Billy Galros and Tom Hanks. And who's going to get that? Well, that was close to call.
Oh, that was I want to see the results for that one. Well, that's what they call a spectacular end to the season. There's the French pairing.
Good ride from them.
Yeah. No doubt a few fans have travelled across into Germany. Well, shake your hands there between Tom Hanks, of course, and Billy Galros.
They obviously enjoyed that race,
Yep.
but the results confirmed. Another win for Tim and Tristan Reeves ahead of Mannanen. Delanoy and Biddle get their first ever World Championship podium. Tom Hanks and Phil Biggs did claim fourth position ahead of Billy Galros, with Andy Laidlow in sixth.
Tim says we don't need that tyre next week. So
Synchronised burnout.
yeah, why not? You know, thoroughly enjoying it here. It's been a great day here at the Sachenring. So there they are, Tim and Tristan Reeves for the last time this season. The French pairing alongside them for their first podium of the year. Tiro Mannanen there with his passenger. They've been up there a few times now. They're enjoying that success. The national anthem for Great Britain once again being played here in Germany. It's time to open the champagne, boys, for the last time this year. Go and get the Frenchman.
Sebastian Delanoy, Nicholas Biddle, third position here at Sachenring after the disappointment in Holland. Sandrine, the pair must be very happy.
Yeah. This is the second race in a World Championship, and you do the third place. It will be continued for the next year.
So we will definitely see the pair back next year in the full World Championship.
We would like for the moment, but we don't know.
Okay, well, congratulations, Sebastian and Nicholas. Well done. Well, the final standings for the 2005 World Championship. Tim and Tristan Reeves, 334 points and 9 victories. Tero Mannanen and Pekka Koismanen second for Finland. Jörg Steinhaus and Trevor Hopkinson third. Pavarinter and Wall, Laidlow and Farrance and Billy Galros and Johnny Briggs round out the top 6. Gary and Dan Knight, Martin and Tony Van Gils 7th and 8th. Tom Hanks and Phil Biggs got up to 9th place ahead of Mike Roscher and Adolf Hanny.
So here it comes then, the silver medal there for Tiro Mannanen and Koisman, his passenger. The gold medal, of course, will go to these two young men, Tim and Tristan Reeves, the new world FIM Sidecar champions. There it is, he says. It's only a couple of years since they came World Sidecar Racing, and they are on the top.
So, noch einmal zu Ehren der Weltmeister.
Tim, Tristan and all the team here, you've got your gold medals. How's it feel having that round your neck?
Spot on, really. Well, I don't know what to say, to be honest, Ian. It's just what I've wanted one of these since I was little, and now I've got one. All right, eh?
And Tristan, not a great race. I mean, you were just going flat out there under no pressure. You just enjoying yourselves?
Yeah, we sort of set off and Manningham got by us and he went back by him, then he came back by us and it was a bit sort of, well, I thought it was a bit like hectic, so I don't know if Tim probably felt the same, so we just thought, get out of the way like, and carry on. That's what we've done, yeah, it's all right, good.
And now, of course, you've got the Olympic gold as well. What are you going to do with that?
I should put it in a frame, stick it outside my house, put it on the seat, I think, yeah. You got it, haven't you? Why not?
And Brian, now you've been racing a long time. Did you ever expect to see your sons standing on the top step of the FIM World Championship?
Well, I've been doubts one time, but no, they're brilliant, aren't they? Absolutely first class. Couldn't wish for anything better. Fantastic.
All right, well, congratulations, Tim, Tristan, Brian, the rest of the Team Roberts Racing. First ever World Championship for you guys, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Ehrlich, head of the ADAC Sachenring. First time for the Sidecar World Championship here at Sachenring. It's been a very good day.
Es war ein fantastisches Event. Wir als ADAC Sachsen.
It was a perfect event, and ADAC Sachsenring is proud to be host of the final of the World Championship. And even for the spectators and even the teams, it was a wonderful day. And ADAC Sachsen and the state of Sachsen is very proud to be host of the World Championship here.
Sind mit dieser Veranstaltung sicherlich sehr zufrieden.
Well, that just about wraps things up for this year's Superside FIM Sidecar World Championship. It's been a long season full of drama, incident and a lot of controversy. Tim and Tristan Reeves took their first ever World Championship victory in a difficult season. We're just off to have a celebration with Tim and Tristan. Hope to see you next year.